Hey, how's it going? I'm Trevor with Geotrek Vans, and today I'm gonna be walking you through the Flatiron. This is one of our newest builds, and it's designed for people that want to travel with the seasons or just bring comfort wherever they want to go. So starting with the exterior, all of our Flatirons are going to come standard with our Geotrek running boards. These are super crucial on an all-wheel drive Sprinter because they're going to come with a factory lift kit, so that first step up into the van is really tall unless you have these running boards here. The Flatirons are also going to come standard with a set of 5 BF Goodrich KO3 all-terrain tires, so even your spare is a full-size tire. So stepping inside, you'll notice that the space feels very open and relaxed. We've got 6'4" of interior height clearance, so plenty of space for standing and relaxing inside. You'll notice that it feels very refined and not overbuilt in here. It doesn't feel tight and very cramped. It feels very open still. All right, so I'm gonna walk you guys through all the features from the front of the van all the way to the back of the van that come on the Flatiron. So starting off, we've got our headliner shelf here. This is great for just making use of this empty space that's here. This is going to come with your blackout curtains as well. Underneath the passenger seat here, we've got our S-Bar diesel heater. This is going to be tapped into your van's fuel tank. It's incredibly fuel efficient. It burns a gallon of fuel every 20 hours of runtime and does a great job of keeping this space warm and comfortable, even in the coldest of winter months. So one of the things that makes the Flatirons special is that they're all going to be built on our custom ordered chassis that we got from Mercedes. We built these chassis with all of the crucial equipment most people want in their van. For instance, we've got our factory swivel seats right here. We're going to have adaptive cruise control, blind spot assist, 360 parking cameras with parking sensors, digital rearview mirror. They're also going to come with 4 keys per van, which is awesome because one of these keys, Mercedes is going to charge you $1,000 to replace it. So you already get 4. All right, so moving into the galley here, we've got our beautiful bamboo countertops with a very large deep sink here. Underneath here, we've got our large drawer. This is your kitchen drawer. You can either keep your induction stove in here or do your different cooking utensils and things like that. Below the drawer, we've got our Dometic fridge. This is a 113 liter fridge, and it's got a very usable freezer space that actually does freeze. Keeps ice cream great. Underneath the sink, you're gonna have a lot more storage underneath here. This van has our 22-gallon gray water tank underneath the chassis, so you're gonna have a lot more open space underneath the sink here to store things inside. I've seen a lot of customers get different organizers and stuff to organize this space a little better and make it a little bit more usable. So moving over to the other side of the van, over here we've got our bench seat. And this is perfect for just a quick and easy seat to kind of sit down. You've got your Lagoon table that will deploy out from underneath the bed here. This is great for just hanging out and eating or maybe doing some remote work. So then inside of the bench here, we've got tons of storage. So I find myself kind of keeping muddy shoes or stuff like that in here, but it also fits a toilet that you can add on right in the middle. Right next to the bench, we've got our light switch panel. This is going to be for all of your lights in the van. You've got 3 different zones. So you've got the front 4, the back 4 over the bed, and then your light bar underneath the upper cabinets. The 3 different lighting zones allow you to kind of customize what lights you want to be on. You can kind of set the mood by just turning on the light bar, which is what I find myself doing most often, kind of just fits the vibe. Moving on to our upper cabinets here. We chose the evergreen cabinet finish on this van, but they're gonna come in a couple different colors as well. Typically based on what the exterior of the van chassis is what will dictate the interior cabinet color. We find that the evergreen looks really good with this stone gray van. In the upper cabinets up here, we have a 1-piece bamboo kind of structural piece for the whole cabinet. In this first section up here, you're gonna have an extra GFCI outlet. In case you wanna add a microwave, that would go right here. That would plug into this GFCI. If you don't add a microwave, you just got some extra outlets right there. One thing you'll notice about the design of the upper cabinets is all of these kind of structural pieces are passed through. So if you needed to stick something very long through the whole upper cabinet, you can. Another thing you'll notice is our hinges up here. These are spring tension hinges. What we used to use and what a lot of van builders use are gas struts. Eventually those gas struts are gonna go out and you're gonna have to replace them. These spring tension hinges will never go out theoretically. So the Flatiron is gonna come standard with an AC in the back above your bed and then a max air fan in the front above the galley. What's really nice about this is this really allows you to camp in the summertime with no problem. The AC above the bed is going to be running on your EcoFlow battery system, so you don't have to run it on shore power. It can run totally off grid for hours on end. Moving on to the bed here, we've got a north-south sleeping orientation bed. It's gonna be 72 inches north-south by 68 inches east-west. This is great, so when you and your partner are sleeping in the bed together, you're not having to crawl over one another to get in and out of bed. It's really practical. Underneath the bed, we've got 36 inches of clearance. So for all your bikes and your other gear that you may be storing under there, you've got plenty of clearance. So conveniently located right next to the bed is your EcoFlow touchscreen interface. This is going to show you all of your input, your output, your recharging time, your usage time, and everything like that. It really just makes all of the electrical buzzwords in a really simple and easily to understand format. Above that, you're gonna have your S-Bar diesel heater controls. So if you do set it too hot, you don't have to get out of bed to lower that temperature. And then you've got 2 reading lights right here on the bed. Underneath each of these reading lights is a USB outlet, so you can charge your phones and other devices while you're sleeping. A lot of people ask us, oh, if it's a north-south bed, why are the lights on the left side? This light here turns into your kind of night light around the cabin a lot. I like to point it right at the ceiling and kind of dim it down a little bit to just create some nice ambient light throughout the van so I can see enough to move about the cabin, but it's not too bright to where I'm not gonna be able to sleep. So the EcoFlow batteries are gonna charge 3 different ways. You've got alternator charging, shore power, and then also 400 watts of solar on top. All of our Flatirons are going to come with the upgraded alternator charging speed, which charges off the alternator at 1300 watts. And yes, it works in idle as well. So if you're ever out and about boondocking and you're starting to run low on power, you can just turn on the van, let it idle for an hour or so, and get 1300 watts of power back to your battery system. In the Flatiron, they're gonna come standard with a 10 kilowatt hour battery system. Now you can upgrade that if you would like, but the 10 kilowatt is what we would recommend for most people that are getting the AC. So safety is a big concern in a van, and we have checked those boxes. We've got our fire extinguisher underneath the passenger seat here, and then up on the other side of the upper cabinets here, we've got a carbon monoxide and smoke detector. So you can see back here in the garage, we keep it very open so that you can customize it and fit the gear that you want to fit in there. It's not designed for some specific type of gear. On this van, the customer that's getting this van chose to get the in-floor L-track back here, so they're going to be mounting bikes back here. This is a very popular add-on to the Flatiron. So in your garage cabinets back here, on the passenger side of the van, you're going to have all of your batteries and all of your electrical system. In the water cabinet over here, we've got our 24-gallon freshwater tank. The water fill up for that is right here. All of this extra space above here is just for storage. So any of that loose gear that you don't want sliding around in the garage, you can throw it up there so it's a little bit more secure. The Flatiron is also going to come standard with our 4-gallon electric hot water heater, as well as an outdoor shower hookup, so you have all the comforts of home with you on the road. So our beds are more or less fixed in this position here, but if you ever did need to remove it, it's very easy to take out. There's this little light right here that you can see. This is just nice when you're wanting to access your gear. You just have to unplug that light and the beds come out right away. So if you ever needed to use the van to store, move like a wardrobe or some large pieces of furniture, it's dual purpose. It's kind of a cargo van as well. Thanks so much for watching. Feel free to drop any questions you have below in the comments, get in touch with me, and make sure you subscribe to our channel to check out all the other cool walkthrough videos we're gonna be posting here soon. But yeah, starting at $129,500, you can order yours now at geotrekvans.com.